All right, we are live. This is your Friday's final draw. That doesn't really
Yeah.
mean that you have to be the final draw. I mean, right, you guys can have another cigar afterwards. Just make sure, like, it's a great cigar, right? Right? I
Right.
mean, you know,
Right.
just keep smoking, smoking, smoking. We don't mind. I don't mind. I think that nobody else minds. Just keep buying and smoking.
What's up,
All right,
Mel?
so dude, I'm so happy. This week has been fabulous. I have had so many great things happening. A lot to keep up with. I think my stress level is like here, and I need to be here, but I'm gonna handle it. And I've got a lot of people around me that are supporting me. Super happy about that. So, man, how has your week been?
Man, my week has been seriously busy, 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 and then a little more busy. But you know what? It's great. It's the cigar lifestyle. It's what we do. For me, I smoke, sip, sing, and savor the cuisine. So it's the Chevalier lifestyle. But you know what? For me, I've been looking forward to Fuente Friday.
Dude,
We
I
are
love
here, buddy.
it.
We are here, and
Yes.
it's time to have a great interview with Franklin. I can't wait to sit down and talk to this guy. Think
You
this is
just
gonna be
gave
amazing.
away. That was supposed to be a secret. Come
Was it?
on.
Shit. Well, hey. Well, hey, but they don't know Franklin who. They have no idea. You know,
I don't
it's not.
know.
We know it's not Ben Franklin. We don't know who it is. So, you know, they'll just have to see.
All right. So first of all, Chevalier, before we get started with our guest, amazing guest, I did announce it. Obviously, I did make a post out there. So we're kidding. But how? So for Fuente Friday, what are you smoking, and how is your Friday going?
So my Friday has been great. I went to work today and we ended our day at like 10 o'clock this morning. So, I left work, went to one of the local lounges here in Dallas, Blow and Smoke Cigar Lounge. It's run by Edwina Ball. She's an ex WNBA player. And I went by
Wow, that's
there and
cool.
hung out today. That is my go-to lounge here in Dallas. And she carries a lot of the boutique brands and the major brands. And so I went by there, hung out all day, and just relaxed. Just relaxed. Today was all about relaxing, but this week has been very busy. Getting ready for all of the different things that are coming up in September. It's quite a few
Uh-huh.
events that are going to be coming up. Even in August, we've got the Black Cigar Festival in Houston, the big pool party that they're doing there, and there are several other events. So I've been getting gearing up for all of that. I try to get out and support the boutique brands a lot here in the Dallas area. So I've been staying
Yeah.
pretty busy. What about you? What you been up to, buddy?
Oh my gosh, I've been up to everything. I'm actually planning on heading to Atlanta, and then I've got the Boutique Cigar Festival coming up, which I am stoked about. I have been doing all kinds. You know what? That is like a super unique opportunity that I've gotten to know all these boutique cigar brands just by doing interviews with them on IG Live. So if you guys don't know my IG, it's at Little Cisco Kid 21. That's two D's, KIDD, and it's SISCO. I don't know, but you guys know that. I'm sure you know that. So
Oh
my
yeah.
point is that we are totally stoked about this event and what's coming up with it. There's going to be a single bottle barrel bourbon that was made just for the event, and then also there are so many unique cigars that are coming out just for the event. I'm just so
Oh
happy to be able to
wow.
meet all these guys. But I've been able to do some unique interviews with all of them, and that is just a great opportunity. And I really, really have loved it. So I can't even thank them enough for allowing me to do this. And so, yeah, I'm super excited. I wish that you're going to be there. But if you guys, anybody out there right now, if you guys do want to go to the Boutique Cigar Festival, it is boutiquecigarfestival.com. Just go to the website, buy your tickets. They're only $20. And you don't want to necessarily like buy the ticket when you're at the Boutique Cigar Festival because you might have to stand in line and nobody likes to do
Right, right,
that.
right. It's gonna be a
So
great time. I think that's in Indiana, right?
It is. It's in Martinsville, Indiana, and I'm
Right.
stoked. I can't
Yeah,
even
that's
wait.
you're. Have you ever been to Indiana, Mel?
No, but I've heard great
So,
things about it.
so I'm from Indiana. I'm from Gary,
Oh,
Indiana, which is
snap!
way north up by Chicago. It's a Lake Michigan, border town with Chicago. But Martinsville is very nice. I think it's going to be a great event. I had heard many
Yeah.
good things about this event over the
Oh my God.
last 4 or 5 months. It's going to be amazing. I saw the lineup for all of the different boutique brands that are going to be there. And even then, I was looking at the lineup and like, there's still several more that I know of that aren't. But as this thing grows, it'll be an opportunity next year as well for more and more of the boutique brands. And like we said on a couple shows ago, the boutique brand industry, that corner of the market, these are the people, these are who Carlito and Dave Blanco were 30 and 40 years ago. They were
Right.
considered
Exactly.
boutique brands. And so, these people will be coming up and they'll be building their brands. And like we talked about last week on last week's show, it's
Yep.
generational. It's the cigar industry is based on generational business. And, we got a new generation of people that are coming in. So the boutique cigar festival is very important to the growth and the future of the cigar industry as a whole. So hopefully a lot of people will get out there and support it and have a good time. I wish I could be there.
Absolutely. But not only are they supporting it, but it is definitely an opportunity for consumers and retailers to be able to meet some very special people in a very intimate moment at a very amazing property. The property literally has, like, I hate to say the word like, but it has all of these actual bonfires. It's a brewery, it's a winery, and it is a distillery. So you're able to purchase beer, ice cream.
Beer and ice cream, I guess they go
No,
together.
not no 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 wait. Not
I
beer
guess
and
they
ice cream. Beer, ice cream.
beer,
Ice
ice
cream.
cream. You're gonna have to send me the video on that, buddy. I'll be honest.
It's a beer
I'm
ice cream.
apprehensive. I'm apprehensive about that, but I got a feeling if somebody came up with it in the cigar industry, it's probably gonna work.
Oh, I like how you say that. If they
It's
came up
probably
with
gonna
a cigar,
work. I mean, hey,
right?
because in the cigar industry, we're creative. We're visionaries, and this is what we do. So, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna say it's gonna work. And when you get up there, bring me some back. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Bring me some to Dallas when you come to
I will
Dallas.
try, but it might melt before I get home. So I don't know. I think they have to keep it back in Martinsville, Indiana.
Yeah, yeah.
But you guys, if you don't know, listen, boutiquecigarfestival.com. Go and get your tickets. That is definitely going to be the place to be on August 12th and the 13th. And there is a VIP dinner that's happening there. I will be there available to meet and greet you. And you also can meet and greet all the manufacturers that are produce the boutique cigars, and they're amazing. Actually, they do a lot of work. They have a lot of passion. The stories behind them are amazing, and it's super important for our industry.
Right.
Also, just to mention, uh, Dr. Gabby Cathy has done a great job about getting you guys an opportunity to be at the PCA and all of these big festivals, and allowing them to actually bring the action, I guess. You know what I mean? Without the price. So you guys can join the BCA, and you have to, there are a lot of rules, but you can join the PCA and you are able to join into the PCA. PCA. P is in Paul, okay? I feel like a lot of people get confused. But the PCA is the greatest show on earth. I really, really love those guys. Love what they do. So you guys have the opportunity to actually be there with the big dogs, and then you can definitely be able to watch and join in for a different price. So, it's an
Yeah, oh yeah.
opportunity.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a great
Awesome.
opportunity. I can't wait to go next year. I know we had a lot of conversation about it on a couple shows with Scott and Glenn, beforehand,
Yes.
and we had
Yes.
some
I
great
love those
conversations.
guys.
I learned so much about the PCA, so I'm really looking forward to being out there next year with ChevalierLife.com with our accessories and just getting out there and getting to know a lot of the people, because these are real people, guys. Everybody that comes out and they come, these are people that are grassroots. They're building their businesses. They're out there at the PCA. They're growing. The PCA is there to help us all to grow in this lifestyle. So for those of you that don't understand or possibly don't understand what the PCA is all about, first and foremost, the PCA is all about furthering the agenda of the cigar lifestyle. And so there's a lot you guys need to read up on the PCA, check out the website and see there's so much information out there. And so going to those events is just cool. I can't wait next year to go and meet all of the different people in the different facets of the cigar industry. I think it's going to be amazing. So who we got coming up, man? What's going on? I'm excited. I can't wait to hear about it. You've been holding out on me.
No, I've got one of a unique person, a very, very unique person that actually Carlito suggested. And I was like, oh my God, yes. And he helped me get out there and meet this guy so that he had the time. And I'm so happy that he accepted. We're so excited. And so this guy is like the #1 roller of Fuente Opus X. A genius, a very talented guy, obviously with his hands and his brain. I don't know what you want to say about that, but like, oh my gosh, like I'm so stoked about hearing about this interview because I want to learn more. That's the whole thing. That's what I love about these shows is that I learn so much. And then when I meet somebody and I talk about the cigar industry, they're like, how do you know all this? I'm like, I have no idea. I must have been on too many shows. But it's awesome. So I'm super stoked. Definitely, you guys, you're going to be so excited. This is Franklin Pichardo. He is one of the #1 rollers of Opus X. And if you guys have not read about him, well, definitely Google that and you will find a lot about him. But I think that you're going to learn about him tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. Hey!
Hey, what's up, Franklin?
Uh-oh.
Brother, we can't hear you.
Are you muted?
Hello. You hear me now?
Oh, there he is. What's going on, Franklin?
I'm doing well. How are you? How you doing, brother? How's it going?
Man, hanging in there.
You look so beautiful like always. Thank you for inviting me, guys. It's my pleasure. And,
man, it's great to have you on the show tonight, man. I tell you what, we are both excited. You've got a story. So it's 9:18, and I don't even want to waste time because I'm excited to hear about this story. You've got a story, man. You started out, as a roller for Opus X. I mean, and I just me reading about you today and doing some due diligence on you, I had come up with all these questions because I was excited. I was like, man, this dude rolls Opus X. He's like one of the exclusive rollers for Opus X. And so I decided, I ain't asking you nothing. I'm just gonna be like, you started out rolling for Opus X, then you went to Pennsylvania and you opened your own shop. And so I just want to hear you talk about everything in the middle, brother.
You're asking me how I have to start, and I will answer the right question right away. Because too many things. My brain is full of many history, and I think to share with many good people that we have today in this industry. For me, it's my pleasure because it's so beautiful. There's so many great things, but I appreciate so much, Melanie. You did a good job, and I love to be in the show because Carlito asked me this morning. I was driving to New Albany, and we parked. Whoop! I said, yeah, I got to be there. So I'm here.
All right. Thank you for coming. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I come in a long way, but I really think I have to thank God first because we're still alive. And
definitely.
After so many things happening, I can be here right now, share with you guys. And, I opened my shop in 2013 in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And there's so many things that I don't know how. I don't know. I have no idea how it started, but for me,
Right.
it's
So we had. I just read an article about you from Cigar Journal, which Cigar Journal is also being. It's amazing. We appreciate Cigar Journal for all that they do. So thank you, Cigar Journal. So tell us, I know that you are this famous roller. You started out not knowing anything about cigars, which that's exactly how I started out. I had no idea about cigars whenever I first started. And so if all you guys like that want to, give me a hard time, there you go. I had nothing. I did not know. But this guy didn't either.
to be honest with you, to work with Carlito, it's not easy because Carlito is straight man. He like everything the best. He, for me, was my school, my college, and I served so much great thing about this family that I feel very honored today to share with many people. And it's an honor for me to say I was in a Fuente world in the history, doing our humble job, making a cigar day by day with no excuse, watching Carlito's steps, how Carlito educated us in this kind of business because it's a business, it's a family, it's a family business, it's a mom and pop. But for me, all I can say is I feel very proud to be part of the whole history. And
Yeah.
to make up a sex cigars, you got to be a good, not perfect, but you got to be good because Fuente no work by quantity. Fuente no make cigar for make money. Fuente make cigar for make happiness and make people happy. Just one smoke makes so many people in the whole world together. That's all about. I feel proud to be part of that.
All right,
Absolutely.
Franklin.
And
So I got a question for you. I got a question right off the back. So, man, you know what? You're a young guy. Let's go back. You're a young guy, and you decide that I think I'm gonna roll cigars. What ignited that passion for you to roll cigars? Because your name is synonymous with the excellence of the Opus X cigar, right? So initially when you came out and you decided you wanted to roll cigars or you made that decision, what was it that fueled that passion in you to start doing that?
As soon I get in a Fuente factory in 1995, that smell, the coconut chocolate, all the tobacco, Opus X, it blew my mind, making me feel like, oh my God,
Wow.
I gotta get in. It was like 2 blocks from a Fuente factory, we call it Planta Uno, where we have, well, where is the Opus X room is. And as soon as I get in, and the smell, making my brain like, oh my God, this is something else. It's like when you have a nice girl in Chanek. I love Chanek and same thing. So when I see the family, the Fuente family, very humble family, working with the feet in the ground and see how one of the more like special person for me passed away, but it was super nice man, Don Carlos. How he educated his kids, Javier Cynthia, how everything was, how many people from all over the world was traveling just for see the Fuente factory, how we was working so humble there, happy every day with the music, with the chaveta, the cup, the tobacco cutter, making
Mm-hmm.
noise. That was a more good memory that I really never will forget when I met so many beautiful people at my table. My table number was 970. I don't will forget that. It was left side when you get in a opposite room. That small table got so much memory for me. Never will forget it. So many things in my
So
heart that I can read it. I can read a book right now. I can make a book with my history, and I think that's something that I never will forget. It's priceless for me.
So what was the highlight starting out for you? You know, I won't even say the highlight. So starting out, you walk into the factory in 1995, right? So this your first experience. You know you're about to do great things. You're about to roll the open sex. What was your biggest concern? Like, what were you worried about? What were you afraid of when you walked in there? Because you know what, a situation like that, you know, when you're a young guy, you walk in a spot like that, man. I know it had to scare you. If it didn't, that just means you got those balls of steel. But what was it like for you, Franklin, walking in there that day and deciding you were rolling your
Honestly,
first open sex?
honestly, that noise, there's so many people together, pim, 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 making and listen bachata and making noise with the chapete and making cigar and hey, you be careful. It's something. It was real time. It was something for memories, and the impression that I get when I get there was all those people talking at the same time. You know, Dominican people how they talk so fast,
Yes,
and
sir.
it was something like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of there like a baseball stadium or something. But it was a great moment because there it was something never seen in my life. It was passion, it was love. I was working with the best boss in the world. When you got a pain right there, I say, Calito, I got a pain in my belly. Oh, let me see what happened with you. That's for me no price. And for me today to be stand up and say I'm very proud to be part of this world, it's making me feel so great.
Wow, man, that's great, man. So I gotta go to the other side,
All
you
right, go
know,
ahead.
because Mel will have me like she'll send me, you know, our topic, and she'll be like, "Okay, Chevalier, I want you to ask questions, but don't grill them too hard." But
Go ahead,
when I
bro.
read your story, man, I was really interested because I myself am, you know, relatively new to the cigar industry, and so it seems like every time I talk to Carlito, man, I just even male, like we have these conversations, I'm just blown
Yeah.
away. So what was your moment after you did that? You overcame that initial fear going in, and you get in there and you start realizing I'm Franklin, I'm the man, I'm in here, I'm doing this thing. So what was the highlight for you, man, throughout your career? Because you did this thing for what, 12 years? You rode
Yeah,
for,
it was.
was it 12 years?
Yeah.
So what was your highlight there? Like what fueled you to say, okay, this is, you know, I have reached the epitome of what I'm doing. I'm Franklin, and now I'm gonna move on. What was the highlight for you? What was that? What was that
It,
like?
it was when I think it was 1997 when Andy Garcia was in Dominican Republic recording a Puente History. But I'm on the video too, and when I never will forget that day when there was talk about history. Carlito was, you know, making the history and there was recording. I saw, you know, I was putting my best to learn how to make the cigar perfection.
Hmm.
As soon my mentor smoked my cigars that I blend with my hand, I blend it and I wrap it to make that conclusion with a nice rose, because now so many people cutting tobacco, making cigars, they don't know what they're doing. You gotta be concentrated. You gotta make the cigar the right way. Cigars everywhere, but you gotta see the conclusion, the power, the smell, all the things. But when that man, he said one day, I want to try your cigars. He grabbed it too, he put it in his pocket. And he was in his house, smoking the cigar and recording the history. And I never forgot he one day he said, you know what? And I believe you make those cigars. So my supervisor was Andres Beliar. He asked, hey, you made it or he made it? He told me the truth right now because, see, this guy don't make cigar, I gotta get out. I make the cigar for him. He said,
Wow.
this is one of the best cigars I haven't tried in my life. You will be my star. You keeping doing a great job like you do right now. And you never
Wow.
know one day you move to the United States You can be my style on there too. So I'm here.
Wow.
And
Yeah. So I believe that there are only a very, very small amount of people out there that are actually being able to work with Carlito. It is a special, very, very, very special relationship to even be a branded company that is connected to Arturo Fuente because they are very, very selective.
it's a
So
very, it's a privilege to work with women.
yes,
So,
absolutely.
and and always I'm say, I pray every day for God give you a long life to this man because he deserves. He helps so many people in Dominican Republic. He give you a lot of opportunity. I'm a part of this. That's what I'm
Yes,
saying. It's something priceless. It's priceless. I'm a very
yes,
excited, emotional because when you talk about this history for me, it touched my heart. Because
yes,
this is not about cigar right now. We don't talk about cigar. We talk about history, real
yes,
things. I
Right, right.
It's hard to see. Well, it's a lot of history in many styles, but not many people explore those styles. I like to share those memories because that educated myself and many people too. You gotta be real. You gotta keep it you feet in the ground and respect. And you gotta listen that word that I never will forget. You gotta listen to teachers. And I pay attention to that, and that's why today I'm enjoying the my the my things, my respect.
um, amazing. All right, so can you give us a little bit of a story tell? I know that you started out rolling cigars for Opus X, and you only rolled the certain perfection, like that, the number two. Is that
Number
correct?
two.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah. So you rolled that cigar. What was the transition between you rolling that cigar and becoming a perfectionist at that cigar? Like, I love the fact that it's called a perfection, but
honestly,
also moving to your now owning an amazing cigar lounge in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
first of all, I owe you everything to the ex.
Yeah.
Ex,
Wow.
we ex, and I tell you what, everything that I am today is because I came from there. I never will forget my background because you never can forget the things. I never will. Um, when I came from Dominican Republic, it was another world for me. It was another planet. I have no idea what I am, but I was watching everything, educating myself about how people was handled the business or the family mom and pop cigar shops, and I was behind it, Don Carlos, Galito all the time, and Puente Maria, and everywhere, big smoke in my hand, in Grand Havana room, and I was copying and watching everything I saw. Because that day I got the opportunity to open cigar shop. Um, I was saying I will make sure there's no open cigar shop. I will open a cigar family house. I don't have a business. I don't have a cigar shop. I have something that I can share with my friends because
Yeah.
if you don't have friends, you don't have a cigar shop.
Right. 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 Yeah.
It's all about
That's a fact.
it is.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
So
you have, go ahead.
well, so to talk a little something quick about a profession number two, it was a super cigar that I never will stop talking about because it was outside 52 by 6 3/4, but inside it was power. And Lex brings so much power in the whole world, and that cigar was part of it because I used to keep in Calito steps, Papo. I want garlic, I want onion, I want pepper, I want that season, I want to smell, I want to smoke your cigar. Let me see how you do it. And as soon as I cut the cigar, I used to remember that fresh cigar and give it to Hank. And you know how Carlito smoke. Carlito's my teacher. He showed me how to smoke cigar in 1995. Never in my life before I was smoking anything in my life. Imagine how it was for me smoking Opus 6 1995 with that power inside. And he told me, Papa, if you're not smoking the cigar like that, you don't. It's like this.
Yes.
Now told me how you feel. I said, I feel
Wow.
this. He said, you got to learn it. You will do it. And you know what? Today I'm enjoying. Right now I'm smoking
Hmm.
a Shark Opus 6. And
Nice.
when I taste those flavor, the combination, the different items in the factory to not mention the name, it making me feel like I'm back to the 95. Same consistent,
Wow.
same consistent, same season. That's all about. Because cigar, many people can make it, but the flavor, that consistent right there for years, right there, that's all about. And they did. God bless this world, bro. It's a beautiful thing to share with all of you because so many things that I remember when I tasted those products.
Oh yeah. So
Absolutely.
so you mean to tell me that when you first started rolling Opus X, and even when you were doing the number two, you had never really smoked a cigar before?
Never, never, never,
What?
never.
So how did you master? How were you able to master the blends the way you were doing it, the way you were rolling, man? Like I would have safely assumed that you were smoking them all the time, you know?
I will repeat again. I wish to get back the time and put yourself behind a Calita bag, and you will watch how was the real smokers, how was
Wow.
the real passion. You gotta learn because you want to play baseball. You know how being in the base in there for the ball,
Right.
and I did the same. Copy, I serve, and that's one thing today making me feel super happy all the time. You know, you see my post on Facebook where I'm happy, I'm very positive, and it's because I came from there, and I really think it was the best thing happened in my life.
Wow.
Yes, definitely. It's amazing to have them in your life for sure. I think the same thing about the family. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Sorry.
feel.
So,
Oh, go ahead, Mel. Go ahead.
well, I was just no go. I would love for you to say what you had to say, and then I was going to ask Franklin to tell us a little bit about his now the journey that he has with the Cigar Lounge.
Well, what I was gonna say is that I think I understand his passion and yours as well, Mel, because I met Carlito and talked to him for the first time about 6 weeks ago. And he has a way of inspiring passion in you, even when you don't quite know what it is you want to do. He has a way of talking to you, man, and inspiring you where you desire to know more. And I can only imagine, like, as you were coming into that and you hadn't even smoked a cigar yet, and then you're doing this role, and this guy, like you said, you're watching him and you're under his I'll say like Eddie Murphy said, expert tutelage. You know, you're learning from him, man. That could be amazing. But
well,
you know,
I think it was a good decision to copy the best, not copying the list. So
yes, sir. Yes,
that's why
sir.
I'm saying is I appreciate the invitation because I haven't never shared my my history like that. Just Cigar Junior was the first magazine who did a good job for me that I appreciate a lot. But eh, to work in this family is get education. It's learning how handle friends. Like I will introduce you of one of my best friends in the country, and you never can forget those people who open the door for you. So
Right.
Right.
I got you responsibility with me to keep the flame up and to keep el honor to be a part of the Fuente history. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of the
Oh
time.
yeah. So like Mel said, you know, she was about to ask before I jumped in there real quick, but she was about to ask you. So now you're in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania,
Yes,
home of the U.S. Steel. That's U.S. Steel. You
I'm
know, it
behind
is
it.
not synonymous for cigars. So How did you end up in Bethlehem? What drove your decision to go there
I tell you,
start?
I don't know how it's still alive, but I'm gonna tell you what. It's another thing that I really. I started right now. I never will be done, but I think to know a Bethlehem city, it was great. It's a great community. There's a lot of cigar smokers in there. It's a beautiful city, and I think I feel great to say Bethlehem. I chose Bethlehem because you know Jesus born in Bethlehem, and I'm very faithful guy. I believe in God, and
Wow.
I saw a lot of future in there, and the same. Khalid love it. He's came to my shop almost 5 times already, and so much memory in there that I got in my books, in my records, so much memory in there, and I just opened another shop. My other location got burned in 2020, but I got another opportunity because I'm a Dominican guy. My food nobody will eat it. I like to be there, and I want to feel my family, and I got a lot of friends that I never will left, and we there. It's a beautiful shop, and I don't know if you, I don't know if you see the colors inside, but you gotta copy the good things. You cannot copy negative things. Carino come out with
Absolutely.
beautiful things because it's not cigar. It's a beautiful thing. It's a, it's a great, it's a great goodness for very good cows and red or pink, real pink. So I saw the vase. I was one of the first guy who saw the vase in the office. He told me, "Don't say anything," but I said, "That's fine." I kept in my mind. I came to Bethlehem and opened the cigar shop with the whole Fuente world inside because I came from there. I respect all the cigar makers, but I cannot talk about any cigar company. I got to talk about Fuente because it's my school, it's my house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I switched with Fuente family permission. I opened two little Fuente spots in Bethlehem. When you get in, open the door, you will get not the same smell from almost zero because
Wow.
I bring with me part of those memories from your Fuente family.
All right, so there's a couple of questions that I have. Are you part of the Havana Festival? Is this something that you put on, or is it just something that happens? And I feel like that you have a big part in this.
Havana Festival.
Yeah. Yes.
I saw you post, and I really think you need my service. You want me to be there? For sure, I will be there.
Yeah.
For me, it's an
All
honor,
right.
and I will be there because honestly, right now we don't talk about cigar only. We talk about friendship. Friendship for me is all about. I want more friends
Absolutely.
than something else. So you can count with me. I will be there.
Yay! I
There it
love
is.
that. And I've definitely heard, I mean, I have definitely heard a lot about the Havana Fest, but also I have spoken with you multiple times during this, but I did not know actually everything that you've done. So it's super exciting that you've come on to our live and our show and given us all this information and just being able to understand really what you do for the industry. And Carlito is a huge fan of yours. So
Yes.
obviously if he's a fan or a friend of yours, he's a friend of mine, you're a friend of mine. So
For me,
I'm
for
super
me,
just
for me, Calido's not cigar maker anymore. Calido's one of my favorite place in my life because I'm here because it's him. And
yeah.
Right.
you gotta
Right.
be grateful, and I'm very grateful. Like I will introduce you a very good friend of mine with your permission, because this man opened the door for me 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Since the day one to today, we are good friends. We don't talk about nothing else, good memories, family, and you allow me. I will introduce James on the James and Son Tobacconists in Saratoga Springs, New York. I don't know if you heard about Saratoga, where the horse track, the big horse track is celebrating every year. This is like a Times Square. This is a beautiful place. is mom and pop's. Well, Jameson Son Tobacco, he created like something family, mom and pop cigar shop. So please allow me to introduce James. And hey, James, you're there.
How you doing, James?
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing great, thank you. Thanks for having me on. I do appreciate it. As
Yes,
Franklin
sir.
said,
Welcome to the last draw.
thank you. Franklin and myself, like you said, we've known each other going on 11 years, and we're the best of friends. He comes up a number of times a year to my store, sits out in front of our store and rolls the cigars, and as you can imagine, everybody just flocks around him, and it's just a great time every time he comes up, and people are always looking for him. They're always asking when Franklin's coming back, and not to mention
Aw.
sell a ton of his cigars while he's here. So it's a great thing, and
Tradition.
we, like you said, it's all about our friendship and our families. And yeah, as you guys know, in this industry, you meet so many great
Yep.
people. The best
Yes.
friends my best friends in the world are people I met through my cigar shop, which is incredible. You know, I mean, I would have never met these people. Now we're just the best of friends, and my sons who are part of the store, my wife, my daughter. I mean, we're all just this one big.
It's a family industry. We're
It
all in
really
That's
this.
is.
right. That's
And
right.
I just love it. You were talking earlier about Carlito and passion, and that's something that myself and my family have is a passion for what we do. We love it. We absolutely love it, and it shows in our customers who are very appreciative. But I'm always appreciative of them. Every night before I leave, I walk outside. They're sitting outside or all over the place, and I go up to them all and say, "Thank you so much. I do appreciate what you guys do for us." And it's such a great thing. And even during the pandemic, when all hell broke loose, we closed down for about 2 days, and I said, "You know what? Our governor from New York here is not putting me out of business," and we opened right back up again. A lot
Yeah,
of
you
other
guys had a lot.
Oh yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
you guys
shops in the
definitely.
area closed down for months, and we stayed
Yeah.
open. And the good news is, all those people that came over wanted a place to sit down and enjoy a cigar. Are customers today, and are in my store
Wow.
6, 7 days a week. It's just a great thing, and we're so appreciative. I mean, every day I say to my wife, I thank God every day. I don't take any of this for granted. I mean, we put a lot of hard work in. I said, but you know what? A lot of people put hard work into their business. I said, but look at the benefits that we've reaped. Not only that we have a successful business that we're very proud of, but all our friends and good people that we've met along the way. And it's just a great thing. My one son, Mo, which is his nickname, he runs the store. He manages the store. He's 30 years old. He's been in this business since he was 13. His first cigar was when he was 13. I'm not proud of that, but we're on
I was about to
vacation.
ask the question.
We're on vacation in Florida, and I'm lighting up a cigar, and he looks over at me. He says, "You think I can have one?" I said, "Your mother's going to kill me." I said, "Yeah." And it was a Fuente. I swear, it was a Fuente Churchill that he cut it himself and lit it up, and he enjoyed it from day one. And my other son, who takes care of all the books, he's a full-time police officer, and but he takes care of all the books. And me and my wife really retired about 3 years or so ago, 3.5 years. I say I retire. I'm in the store 5, 6, 7 days a week, but I come down to sit with my friends and enjoy cigars and just talking and having a great time. So
Yeah.
the Fuente cigar is huge here. I mean, as it is all over the country, all over the world, and we sell a ton of them, and it's just it's a great industry. I love it. I love it, and you know, like every shop, the characters that come in and the stories and that, and it's just sometimes and reminisce and just laugh and laugh and laugh and just we just have the best time. I said to my wife, I said, where else can you go where you go to my store, our store, and all we do is sit and laugh all day long and busting chops and smoking great cigars. I go home with a smile on my face every day. It's just the best thing. I just love it.
Absolutely. And that's what's really, you know, and that's a blessing right there, is to do something that you truly love, and also that your family enjoys as well, and they can prosper from it as well. You can bring that back down to the generation and generation. So
it's turned over to my sons, and my son, you know, I said to them, we'll never sell, ever, ever. I don't care what anybody offers us, because it's in our blood.
Wow.
We love it.
Tradition.
Absolutely.
Tradition.
As Franklin said, we're in Saratoga Springs, New York, which is about 30 miles from Albany, the state capital. And we are in thoroughbred horse racing country. August is the best place to be in the country, is in Saratoga Springs with the thoroughbred racing. It's the oldest thoroughbred racetrack in the country.
Oh, yeah.
And the population just swells. We also have a booth over at the racetrack, which I find really interesting. They are one of the few venues out there which they encourage cigar smoking. They absolutely do. They built us this beautiful pavilion that we work out of and sell our cigars. And believe me when I tell you, we sell a ton of cigars. And I say to my sons all the time, I said, we are arguably the most busy place here, maybe next to the beer tent. But we just sell a ton of product, and we just have a great time. We're just, Saratoga Springs is a unique town. It is, it's known for its horse racing, and it doesn't disappoint. And
that's amazing. So, do you guys? I actually read that you tend to have a lot of Opus X, and the only reason I bring this up is because a lot of people ask me all the time, Mel, where can I get this cigar? Where can I get this cigar? Is this true? Is this a true statement? Can we often find some Opus X in your store?
Often you
How
can.
often?
Often.
All right, you guys, you heard it.
And that's because
on the
this
final
guy
drop,
right next to me. He makes the phone calls.
Oh, snap.
So, okay,
so I take advantage of that.
I love it. This is absolutely, you should. And I think it's a beautiful thing. So if you guys are looking for some Opus X, you know, this is definitely a place to go. So
exactly.
You guys, if you
right over there,
want to go ahead and give them your information and tell them where they can find you. That'd be awesome.
Again, it's James and Sons Tobacconist. We're at 360 Broadway in Saratoga Springs, New York. We have the building that we are in was built in 1866. So we went along with the age of the building and the design of our store. It is an old-time tobacconist. We have the old tin ceilings. It's just a unique location. It used to be a bank in the late 1800s to early 1900s. So we have two big bank vaults that we utilize, and which one is in our main humidor. And we store cigars in there. We have lockers in there. It's just unique old marble floors. And then we took over about 10 years ago the second floor. So we have two 24-hour lounges. One is called the Cuban Lounge, done all in the Cuban style, which is where we are tonight. And next to us is called the English Lounge, and it's done in an old English style. And it's just a unique store. We're very, very proud of it. I just love when we get the compliments from our customers and saying, "Wow, what a great store!" And we know we're doing the right thing when people are complimenting us like that. We just love it. Okay.
Awesome. Well, I love that everybody is able to get to know you guys. This is a fabulous opportunity. Looks like Aldo, who is one of my favorite followers, I don't even want to follow a friend, but he is definitely going to be coming to see you soon. So definitely treat him well. He's fabulous. But I just love hearing about all the stories. So I want to ask Franklin a question.
I'm here.
I feel like I'm going to put you in the hot seat, but I want to know,
Franklin, you're in trouble.
What is your favorite? I want to know your favorite story with Carlito Fuente, and tell us the story, please, because we all love these stories.
Go ahead. I'm here.
He's like, I'm out.
All right, go ahead. I'm open. Go ahead, Mom.
What's your favorite story?
What's my favorite story with Carlito?
Story with Carlito Fuente. Yes.
Well, I have great memory. One night I was in Big Smoke in Manhattan. Liana bought for Carlito. How you call the thief for the call? When you pay call, you got a thief. No. She bought for me.
The scarf?
Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody took it by mistake. And Carlito got pissed off. I said, "What the fuck? I'm sorry for my language. What's my stuff?" Someone by mistake took it from the table, get it with him, and room. Carlito was, you imagine how he was. Oh, my daughter bought this for me. Who take it? So I got no choice that I had to room behind that guy. It taking me like 10 minutes, running like crazy, cold in my hand by the Holmes River to get that guy and say, sir, yes, you got something with you, not yours. It's the Mr. Fuente. He said, what? That cup is not yours. You got to give it to me right now. I took it. I run it back and say, here, Carlito. Say, thank you, Papa. I love you. He will die. And I tell you what, that night he was like a, you know, Mario, Nintendo.
Yeah.
He was happy because Carlito's jealous. And it was so fun that night. It was so fun that night.
All right, Franklin, what is your favorite thing about owning a cigar lounge in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
Say that again. I'm sorry. You cut him off. I'm sorry.
What is your favorite thing about owning a cigar lounge in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
To open the door every day and give you a hug to my people. You know, when you open that door and you will see people and you say, give me a hug, I need a hug. Because sometimes a nice and honest hug, it makes me so happy because I need it. I like to be around people, good people, and I like to feel the human being. I don't like even sometimes talk about cigar. I want to talk about friendship. I want to talk about love, history, because it's all about cigars. It's everywhere for good friends and had it together. So for me, my favorite thing is open that door 7 days a week with no idea who will come to my shop by surprise. The only thing I do is mopping and cleaning, keeping the shop like at my house because it's not a cigar shop. It's my house to welcome my people. It's all about.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, I love it. All right.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So we're about to go to the final draw. Thoughts of the final draw because we are almost at the end. I know these shows go by so fast and we could talk about so much. But Franklin, before we go to the thoughts of the final draw, I know, right? You know this. But I want you to just leave us with some last words. What would you like to tell consumers? What would you like to tell even lovers of Fuente or everybody who's watching?
I'm sorry, I'm not following the question because you boys got them only to me. Chepe, can you ask me the question that I can hear you better? I can hear you better, bro.
All right.
Go ahead, Mama.
I was saying, what would be something that you want to leave with the consumers and the people watching about what you do and your establishment?
Well, first of all, in my shop, when you come to my shop, you will find those special items because some cigar shop owners they smoke all the special items. I'm not. I'm not smoking the special items. I keep in those items for those people who drive 3 or 4 hours to see Franklin, to see Papa, and say, "Give me a hug. What you got for me?" I say, "Here, a hug, a kiss, and a good cigars, and a good
Oh
coffee,
yeah.
and nice atmosphere." Because it's all about is when I have a conversation sitting down my lounge and I can recline in the chair and watching all those people talk about beautiful things, positive things, it's making me feel very, very, very satisfied. So I feel very,
Aw.
very, very honored to be in this situation. So I feel great. I'm happy.
Well, I'm super happy that you came on our live and you were able to join us tonight. This is definitely an honor, and I have watched you for a long time, so I really appreciate your time right now, and I'm just so happy. But I am going to leave it up to my special host right here
This guy.
and let him. Yes,
No,
yes.
it's my pleasure. Thank you for the invitation. And I was waiting for this, and nothing better than you, Melanie, you brother. And I, I, I will meet you in Havana, the Havana night. I will see you there, bro.
Yeah,
Get ready.
we're gonna. I want to
Make
be
sure that
there.
you get. Make sure that you get your palate clean that day because that day we will do it. It will be a good time.
You know my. You know my palate's mostly open sex, anyways. I'm spoiled.
I tell you what, I will tell one thing before I leave. It was in my table that I had before. All the cigars that I used to smoking every day and make a burn, like a little burn in the table. And one day Carlito counted the burn spot and said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I say, Papo, how many cigars you smoking a day? I said, well, about 10. He said, oh my God, you will kill me. You're smoking my profit. So I'll tell you what, it was so good, but I owe it so much to this man. I never will stop to talk about him because I'm learning so much about him. He opened so many opportunities for me. Even today, I'm in the cigar shop. Oh, there you go. Oh my God, you got more than me.
See,
Now,
I got it all.
oh my God. Well, for me, I will drive it down there with James right now to knock at your door and say, "Where's my opposite blue?" Because we X. I love the X. It's the best. I tell you what, el opposite cigar makes so many people together because this is one thing that I want to be clear. It's not only the cigars. The X has so much people together today, the whole world, that I never in my life imagined that I will see so many people smoking together, talking about beautiful moments, history, and family things. That is an X. It's no cigar. The X put people together. And we're together for the
X
same reason.
marks the heart.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you, Franklin. I am going to just leave it here with this guy. I keep getting this wrong. I'm like, okay, you guys are over here.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
it's
man.
like backwards. It's like backwards. This
God
guy.
love. God bless. And thank you for inviting me, man. I really see you
Thank
soon.
you for
Okay?
coming, Franklin.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
Much love, brother.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Mel,
All
that
right,
was
so
a great interview.
he's
That guy,
fabulous.
he's got a lot to say. I can only imagine if we had more time, the stories that he could probably tell
Well,
us
we're
through his
just gonna have to.
journey.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to invite him on again for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I
Definitely.
imagine he's
But I'm
got
gonna
some
leave it to
stories.
you now.
All right. All right. So that takes us into the thoughts of the last draw. I say the same thing, Mel, every time. I had a last draw thought made up until I sat down and I listened to Franklin. So as I listened to him talk tonight, I thought of three words: desire, dedication, and determination. And let me tell you, desire is based on his willingness at the beginning of his career to learn. There's a lot to be said about someone that comes into an industry young and they learn and they grow and they take from their experiences and they continue to grow from that. The dedication, they stay focused and they perfect their craft. And Franklin clearly perfected his craft in what he did as he blended the Opus X. And the determination, as his season ended with Fuente Cigars, he went on and took that desire, that dedication, and he created his own business in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He maintained his relationship with Carlito, of course. He used him as a mentor and able for himself to grow. And he went on and created his own relationships. His own relationships. He just introduced us to his best friend, who said that speaks volumes about this guy. That, through desire, dedication, and now determination, he's gone on and created a life for himself after Opus X. The X is the power, and the X is the power that gave him the determination and desire to grow and become a force in the cigar industry. That is my thoughts of the last draw. You've got to have desire, determination. You got to have desire, determination, and dedication. And he represents all of that. So that's my thoughts of the final draw.
I love it. I think that you're exactly right. It is not easy trying to come into this industry. I think that it's definitely one of those things where you definitely have to have a lot of passion, and your passion will drive you. And also, like Demetrius just said it, humility. When you're humble or when you really know that this is the right thing to do versus, you being the person that's just going out there with a lot of ego, which we all have our egos, but when you're really out there just doing it for the greater good, that will speak volumes. And that's really, really amazing. And always take the high road. Always take the high road.
You say that all the time. Take the high road. You say that. That is your thing, the high road. What I noticed about him, that what made me change my whole, again, it happens every time we do this show. I have a thoughts of the last draw written out about something that I experienced this week, and then I sit down and I listen to the people that we talk to, and there's a certain spirit. There's something in this guy's spirit, Franklin's spirit, that motivates me to say, hey, I can do the same thing. And I think that people need to recognize that in other people around them and draw from it. And for me tonight in this interview, I realized that even though I've only been in this industry for a week or so over a year, there is something to be said about having the desire and being consistent and learning and delving into those that are willing to pour into you so you can grow. And clearly Carlito poured everything he had into this young man, and he's grown to be a success in a place like Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He's a Dominican guy, and he's going into a new place, and he's created not only one store, but basically two. He has a dedicated following there, and it speaks volumes for him. So, I salute him. He is an amazing guy. I look forward to talking to him again in the future, and it was a pleasure having him on the last draw tonight.
Absolutely. You give me goosebumps every time we talk about something like that. I'm like, oh. It gives me goosebumps.
But think about it. You and I, we have conversations during the week, one or two. And like I said, I'll come up with something, but that just kind of lets you know, even when I'm doing on Instagram and I'm doing the thoughts of a classic man, they come to me, based on what I'm feeling that morning. I never sit down and write those ahead of time. And just sitting here now, all of this I got from listening to him speak with such passion about what he did and his career and his journey. And so it's easy to come up with the thoughts of a last draw, based on what he's saying because he's given so much. And I know maybe there's some people here that say, what is he saying? Because he's got a heavy accent, but I myself could hear the passion in his words. I could hear it. And it was
Oh
amazing
yeah.
to sit here and listen to a young guy. I can't imagine he's more than 40. We didn't get to ask him a lot about him personally, but I'm guesstimating that 'cause he started in 1995. He's just maybe a little over 40 years old. And in 1995, I had just gotten out of the Marine Corps and moved to Dallas. So, I'm sitting here going, I'm just listening to him, and the passion in his words is inspiring.
It
So it
is.
wasn't hard to come up with a different thought to the last draw that speaks to the message that I got from him. His message is a message of perseverance and dedication, and we all need to have that. And the way we further the cigar lifestyle, the way we continue to could keep it going from generation to generation is desire and determination and just being consistent. And he embodies that consistency, desire, and determination. So I am so glad to have had this conversation with him. Thank you, Mel, for having me tonight.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm grateful that you are my co-star, so I'm grateful as well. And I'm grateful for Carlito for letting me get to meet all these amazing, amazing, amazing people and an amazing roller. And that's what's super cool is to really like learn where these guys have from what they've done with Fuente, because Fuente does have my heart. Sorry, guys. But and yeah, I'm just so grateful. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So look here, Mel. Look here. I need to send you a shirt. I need you to go on chevalierlife.com and pick out something that you really like. You can see I got one of my shirts on. I always wear them. I'm always representing my
Yeah.
brand, even in my everyday. I'm always representing my brand because I believe in it. I have the desire and the determination to grow. So I really wanna send you something. You gotta pick something because I am the quintessential man of today. One thing I know a lot of stuff, but you never know what a woman likes. You gotta always let her pick it herself.
All
So
right.
go on chevalierlife.com and pick you
I
out some
love that.
shirts and I want to send you some things. But tonight was a great show. This guy really motivated me. Franklin he is amazing. He is amazing.
Yes, definitely.
Chevalier, what does
So
that comment
thank you,
say?
Franklin.
I don't have my.
You
I see a
might be
comment in there.
as well or everything. You might have everything.
Right on.
Demetrius, I love him.
Right on,
Oh
Demetrius.
my God, he is great. He has been a super supporter. I super love that guy. He's very intelligent. He does a great job, and I really appreciate him. I love all I call them. They're not really followers; they're friends. And I'm sure you kind of realize that too as you start to
Oh
get
yeah.
into
Yeah.
this. You really just meet a lot of friends, and that's really what the cigar industry is all about. And going to these events. Speaking of events, I am going to be at the Boutique Cigar Festival. If you guys are not aware, go to boutiquecigarfestival.com. It's August 12th and the 13th. I will be there. You can purchase your tickets. There's a ticket for the VIP, which actually you're going to get a whole bag of cigars, plus hors d'oeuvres, plus drinks, plus time to spend with these manufacturers and me. And you can actually, there's also another ticket that you can buy that's only $20 online, and it's in Martinsville, Indiana. So if you guys want to go and check that out, it's really going to be an amazing event. And it is August 12th and August 13th, and it is boutiquecigarfestival.com. So go check it out. I wish that you were going to be there, but I know you can't be everywhere all the time.
You know what? We got to hook up again real soon. I saw that you love that post I made with you and I, and talking about the power of the X this morning.
Yes.
I was thinking about you and some of our conversations and how the X brought us together. And, it's Fuente Friday every Friday morning when I get up. I'm excited, at the fact that we're going to get a chance to sit down, on this forum and have a conversation with some people that, have the same passion for the cigar lifestyle that we do, and that they'll share their views and their thoughts, and they open themselves up when they come on the show. And I just think it's an amazing thing that we're doing, and I'm glad to be here. I thank you and Carlito, and I just look forward to this growing. Everybody that's watching, please share it on your social media. Mel puts in a lot of work, and one of the things that I like about her the most is that a lot of people, they see this pretty face on the screen. I'm not talking about mine, I'm talking about hers. And they see this pretty face on the screen and they think she just kind of pops on here and talks, but there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes. And there's a lot of conversations that are had and a lot of, due diligence that's done. And so, if you really like the show, like it, comment, share it, tell everyone about the last draw. And we want this thing to grow and get better and better and better and give you the type of content that you desire to see. So, hey, reach out, tell us what you want to talk about. If there's something in particular, let us know what it is that's on your mind, because guess what? Although we host this show, it's all about our relationship with you and your relationship with us. And we want to know what's important to the people in the cigar community. And that is you, and that is us as well. So we want to cater to that and give you what you're looking for, and have some fun doing it. So we really appreciate you guys joining us for the last draw tonight. It's been amazing, Mel. I love you, buddy. You're my partner. And so I can't wait to see you. I know I'm going to see you again sometime soon. We're going to end up somewhere in the country together. And my
I'm coming back
schedule's
to
freeing
Texas.
up. I can't wait till
Texas
you
is
get
amazing.
here. Yeah, I can't wait till you get here. And I'm not going to share any more of our pictures, but that one I put out there, I thought you would love it. So I didn't tell you. I just put it out there. It was a great photo that we took together at Wild Cigars in Fort Worth. Wild Cigars hosted us that night. Man, Nathan Siegel is the owner, the VP of Wild Cigars. He is an amazing man. If you guys aren't familiar with Wild Cigars in Burleson, Texas, it's I always say a stone's throw south of Fort Worth on I-35. It's about 15 minutes south. Go down there if you're in the Dallas area, in the Fort Worth area. Check out Wild Cigars. You will not be disappointed. They have one of the coolest podcast booths. They've got a great bar, and the service is impeccable. And so, hey, it's a great place to enjoy the cigar lifestyle. So definitely do that.
Well, thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate you. Every time you come on here, you definitely bring a lot of value and a lot of thoughts. So I love you, and I'm so glad that you're my co-host, and also, the amazing people that we get to meet. And Carlito Fuente is definitely a big part of that. So big shout out to Carlito Fuente. Right. And if you guys want Fuente cigars, you probably need to look up Franklin's. It is in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. He has an amazing cigar lounge there, and also he tends to have a lot of Opus X. Just saying,
Wow. All I know is I went looking for some Opus X here in Dallas yesterday, because I wanted to have some Opus X when I came on tonight. I didn't want to smoke Unbanded like we always do. And so I found another Fuente cigar, but I need some Opus X. So I guess I'm going to have to look up Franklin and grab me, 10 or 15 Opus X. So I think I'm going to make me an Opus X shirt. I think that's what I'm going to do, is make me an Opus X shirt.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do something. I think I'm going to make us a special Fuente Friday Male and Chevalier special edition
Wait,
cigar
does that mean that
apparel
you could
shirt.
put you're gonna make my head right next to yours, and this is gonna be the blonde hair with the no face, but the blonde hair.
Yeah. I tell you what, I got an idea, buddy, and it's gonna come to pass here real soon. Tomorrow I'm gonna jump on that, and see. So people ask me all the time. So Chevalier, that shirt that you're wearing, is that you? This is me with my beard a little longer and my hat, kind of off to the side. But I'm
I love
gonna come up something for you, Mel, and
it.
I just appreciate you, buddy. Much love to you and Carlito, of course. I'm sure he's gonna see this later. Hey, man, thank you. Much love to you. I'm gonna see you soon, and that's all I got today.
That's the final thought, guys. So thank you for joining. We really appreciate you. We are here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us. Please share it with your friends because I would really appreciate that. And we're doing this all for the industry. This is just for the industry. So we love you
That's
all,
right.
and I hope to see you here next week. So
Happy Fuente Friday, everybody.
that's what we're gonna have next week. Bye, guys. Mwah. Thank you.